We are pilgrims who left their earthly homes and are on their way to the New Jerusalem. There awaits us many blessings, but even now God expects us to have a foretaste of it. God has given us many wonderful promises to be enjoyed today.
Two passages in the Word shows us a few kinds of blessing. Isaiah 49:10 tells us that they will not hunger and thirst. In this world, many people are hungry and thirsty. To hunger and thirst means to have a hope that's not yet satisfied. But who are the ones who will not hunger and thirst?
So the Lord answered this in John 6:35. He said, I am the bread of life, and he who comes to me shall by no means hunger, and he who believes into me shall by no means ever thirst. So the world can only satisfy us temporarily and not forever. But Christ promises that whoever believes into him will be satisfied and receive the satisfying life. Because whoever drinks of the water that the Lord gives shall by no means thirst forever. And this is the Lord's word.
Isaiah 49:10 also tells us, neither the scorching heat nor the sun will strike them. If we travel to a tropic land, we realize the intensity of the striking from the sun in the heat. If we are in the house, the sun will not hurt us because we are in the shelter.
So the Bible mentions God's overshadowing as a kind of shelter. There is a life that is under God's overshadowing, which is hidden in God. So if we abide in the shadow of the Almighty, the Lord will deliver us from any perils.
We are told in the same chapter that he who has compassion on them will lead them and guide them beside the springs of water. So the springs are with God, and the river of water of life flows from the throne of God and of the Lamb. So it means that, in other words, we are very near to God. We are right beside him. So God leads us into his presence, and the Lamb shepherds us.
Because it's told in Revelation 7:17, for the Lamb who was in the midst of the throne will shepherd them and guide them to the springs of waters of life. The Lamb is Jesus Christ, the Son of God, who feeds the lambs with his experience as the Lamb of God. We can never improve ourselves. We need a shepherd to feed us all the time. What a restful enjoyment this is.
Today we can enjoy the three blessings above. This does not mean that we will have no tears. Tears are unavoidable at this age. But Revelation 7:17 tells us that in the future, God will wipe away every tears from their eyes. Our tears are pulled into his bottle and written in his book. Even though tears are bitter, God remembers them.
So it's obvious that we cannot avoid tears today. But if we believe in God's word, we can be satisfied and we can have God's sheltering and the Lord's shepherding. God has promised that we can enjoy these items of blessings today.